to the Mystery Mouse podcast. My name is Holly, and I'm coming to you from Colorado, where I live with my husband, David, and my 5 kids, and our 3 cats, 2 mice, Angora rabbit, and a baby tarantula. Our baby tarantula's name is Stockinette because she is blue and black, stripy legs. So she's not mine, she's my husband's. Today is November 13th, and I wanted to record another episode. I'm hoping to show you a few more of my whips. I had a lot of whips last time, but I have a few more that I haven't shown you. So I thought I'd bring those out today and also show you a little bit of progress on a couple things that I showed you last time. So first thing I'm going to talk about, I should talk about what I'm wearing. This is the Camaro sweater by Tanis Fiber Arts. I think her name is Tanis Lavalley. And this is knit in Knit Picks Gloss. I knit this several years ago. It's one of my favorite sweaters. The sleeves I made a little bit short. I should have made them a little bit longer. But I always wear it with a shirt. So, well, not always, usually. So that is nice. But anyway, so I really like this sweater. I actually ended the stripes early. I have one stripe that is actually navy blue. Which is what the bottom of my sweater is, because I just wanted to end. I had this color progression picked out, and I just wanted to finish it. So anyway, that is the Camaro sweater. So I thought I'd talk about some of my blanket whips today. So I have the Northeasterly blanket, which is by Skaneanigans. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this blanket. It's like chevrons that you knit in a panel and attach as you go. And I really like this pattern, although I feel like it's very slow to knit. So let me see where's the top of it. So it's getting kind of big. I just started another row. One thing you might notice about this pattern that is different from other people that are knitting it is I'm attaching on the opposite side. I noticed when I was attaching the rows that there on the back, there was this nice line, just like there was on the center of the chevron. And I wanted it to be on the front, and I couldn't figure out how to make it happen. So, but then instead of attaching from the knitting from left to right, I'm attaching on the left. If that makes sense. So, and that creates the row of slip stitches down the right side of the blanket. As you can see, I have a lot of ends to weave in on this blanket. I actually started weaving them in the first like corner. So this side looks really nice, but then I stopped, so it's a mess. I just work on this every once in a while when I feel like it, and I really enjoy it. I actually, when I got to the top, I wanted to, start a new line. I didn't even bind these off. I just put the yarn tail through them. So, because I think I'm gonna go back and make all these things longer, but I'm working on the width right now. So that is my Northeasterly blanket. And I'm trying to do a pattern of like kind of a variegated or busy or stripy or something, and then sort of a more plain next to each other so that it's not too crazy, because it's, it's just kind of random colors, which can be crazy. And I'm knitting that on size 3 needles. I wanted to do it kind of, I didn't want to do it too tight like on sock needles. So I think I tried a size 4, and I thought they were just too loose because it's fingering weight yarn. So I'm doing it on size 3 needles, and I really like the fabric. Next, I have in this bag, which I made myself. It's just kind of a big buckety bag with a leather handle. I had some leather like scraps from something else I was doing. I have a granny stripe blanket. And I love working on this blanket. It's so relaxing. Although usually if I've got stuff I should be working on, I don't feel like I can work on it, which is sad. But I have this really nice, it's just going to be kind of a lap blanket. It's not huge. but I love the colors. I love this rainbowy section. So pretty. And then the rest of it's pretty pastel-y. So maybe the rainbowy will end up being kind of in the center. But I'm just doing this mostly with my Carnival of Color 10-gram minis and also leftovers because some of them are bigger. The 10-gram minis only do about 3.5 stripes, I would say. I have no idea how wide this is. It's not as wide as, you know, a lot of other people's, but that is really fun to work on. It's really different. And let me see. I'm not sure what size crochet hook I'm doing because I think I took it for another project. I think for that Granny Square project, I took it because I really like the fabric it makes. But that is my granny stripe blanket. Here's some of these little 10-gram minis. They're so cute. I love them so much. I'm mostly trying to do like speckles and variegateds. I'm not doing like any self-striping because with crochet, you have to be careful with stuff like that because it just kind of makes a clump. You know, it doesn't make a stripe. It just makes a clump of color. And if that's what you're going for, that's great. But I'm doing a lot of like speckles and some like tonals. And I really like how it's turning out. It's getting to be a satisfying size, especially to work on in the winter. I feel like it's really nice to work on blankets in the winter because you can snuggle up under them as you go. One other blanket I have, this is another bag I made for myself. I am really proud of this bag because this was, you know, like an English paper piecing thing. And I just sort of tried to figure it out. I don't know even if I really did it super right. But I had all of these hexagons in a shoebox like for several years, probably like 3 or 4 years. And then one day it was like, I'm just going to get them out and do it. And I did. And then I put this wood fabric on the bottom. Ugh, everything has got strings stuck on it. I put this wood fabric on the bottom. And I really like it. I really like how it turned out. So this is the Spice of Life crochet blanket by Cherry Heart, Sandra Paul of Cherry Heart. And I decided to do this because I've been trying to up my crochet game a little bit because it is really nice for blankets and just if you're trying to make things faster. This is kind of like a stitch sampler blanket. And so I decided to try it. And she has a free version or a pay-for version. I'm doing the free version, which, but then she's putting out like tutorials for all the stitches. I think she's got them all out now. So that is very helpful. And I've gotten through, I don't know, maybe a third of it. So it just starts with some just double crochet, which I know how to do, and then granny stripes, which I know how to do. And then it has, I don't even know what all of these are called. I remember she calls this one the big zipper because it looks like a zipper, which is cute. And then there's these shells. And so I kind of stalled on this in the summer because I went on vacation and I needed to watch the next tutorial. And then since we've been back, I've just been too busy with other things I need to finish. So I really want to get back to this because it's one of those just for fun projects. And I'm knitting this out of Knit Picks Brava. I got one of these mini sets and it's so cute. I love these little things. They're 25 grams of a worsted acrylic. So it's only 54 yards. So I can usually do like, depending on what it is, I can get like 2 rows, like a pass this way and then a pass back. And so another reason I think I've stalled on this is I kind of wanted to repeat my colors and some of them are all gone. Or there's just a tiny bit left. And some of these colors I had bigger balls of, like I had white. I made my girls unicorn sweaters out of Knit Picks Brava. last year. And so I had some leftovers from them, but I don't have all the colors I used. And I really, especially because one of my favorite colors is green. I really liked this green into blue section. So I'm either going to have to say, well, I should just use the yarn I have and try to finish the blanket, or I should, you know, break down and buy some more yarn, which wouldn't be the end of the world. But so that is my spice of life, and I hope I can work on that sometime in the future. I'm kind of looking towards that, like, time after Christmas and in January when things seem pretty calm, and you know, because right now there's gift knits I want to do. There's things I want to make for myself for Christmas. So, you know, I don't always feel like I have time to just work on stuff for fun. But I enjoy doing those things too. I don't hate it. I like to knit. The other thing I wanted to show you back in, I don't know if I showed you this bag last time. I think I did. This is from the Crafty Toads. And this is one of my very favorite bags. And living in this bag right now is Grady's flax pullover. And I finally got down to, I think, the ribbing. So I think this is where I need to change my needles. And that's why I stopped working on this, because I need to go hunt up my size 6 needles and do the ribbing. So I did some short rows. There's no short rows in the pattern. I'm trying to find which side they're on. Because you can kind of see where they ended. Like right here is where I picked up the stitches. Or I think I did German short rows, because I just learned how to do those. So hopefully it'll be a little bit like the neck will be higher in the back. I always try. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but then I got to do the sleeves, the dreaded sleeves. I hate so much. But anyway, that's coming along. I would like to finish that. I'm going to try to do duplicate stitch for his, I'll put a little sun and a cloud on it. And then I want to make one for me. But I don't know when that's going to happen either. Hopefully soon, while he can still wear it. My friend and I are doing a craft fair next week. And so I've been making some stuff for that. And I wanted to show you one thing I'm making is these granny crochet covered ornaments. They're just those plastic see-through ornaments. And I made these little covers for them. I've only done 2, but I think they worked out pretty good. They're really nice. I think they're kind of one of those, like, if you like crochet, and you'd be like, ooh, a crochet covered ball. I don't know if like regular people would like them, but here's one that I have in progress, and I'm trying something a little different. I've picked up just on the back of the stitch to make that little circle there. So you just crochet 2 circles, and you kind of make them hopefully so that they are a little bit too, I don't know how to explain it. They come in on the sides, so they're, you know, ball shaped. They're not just flat, because they would be too bulky and then they would ruffle. And then you just sew them together around the center seam. And I think they're working out good. They're not super quick to make. Like, I can't just like whip one out in 15 minutes or something, but they're not too bad. So I'm hoping to make some more of those for the craft fair. And I've got some other things I'm making too. I'm making some felt ornaments and some just a lot of ornaments, because I figure it's Christmas time. People are gonna need more ornaments, right? Everybody needs a lot of ornaments. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I'll insert some pictures here of my kids' costumes that we finished at the end of October, right up to the wire. I was working on those right up to the wire. And but I got some great pictures of them at our church's fall festival. And it was really fun. We did an underwater theme, and so you'll have to just see what they all are. I'll put some pictures in. The crocheted shells worked out great. I backed them with fleece and made some little, just like a crochet chain like this so they could wear it like a backpack. And I think they turned out great. The mouse book I am featuring this time is called Time Stops for No Mouse by Michael Hoy. I don't know how to say his name. And also the mouse's name is Hermux Tantamok. He said, the author said he was playing anagrams or something, and he got those letters and it suggested to him a mouse. So anyway, I think that's cool. But I always say his name is Hermo because it's Hermux. So I'm just kind of pretending it's like a French name with the silent X. Hermo. So anyway, he's a little watchmaker mouse, and he has like a very, I don't even know. Why do I want to do this? I never know how to explain these stories. He has an adventure. Somebody mysterious comes into his shop to get their watch repaired, and then she doesn't come back to pick it up, and he has to go find out what happened to her because he was intrigued by her. And and he has the pet ladybug, and it is such a cute book, and I really liked it. It's got a lot of adventure. It's got a villain. It's a really fun book, and I read it to my kids, I think last year or the year before. They really liked it. And there are 4 books in this series, and I read them all to them. So this is probably, I don't know if it's the best, but it's really probably my favorite. So I would check that out if you're in the market for an adventurous mouse story. This is a great one. Some things that are going on in my life right now. Let's see. It's November. It feels like it should be like right after Halloween, or, right at the beginning of November, but it's not. It's the 13th. We're hurtling towards the holidays. I have so much I want to do, so much is going on. I have that craft fair next week, and then it's going to be Thanksgiving, so I can't really think of anything else. My baby is 6 months old now. He's growing up so fast. Oh. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that I will see you again in a couple weeks. And I'm planning to do Vlogmas this year. It's actually one of the reasons I wanted to start my podcast in the fall, because I really wanted to do Vlogmas, and I'm really excited about it. I hope I can do it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what you're working on. If you have any questions. I know that I sometimes, I don't know, I struggle to explain sometimes, I think, because I'm new at this. So I just appreciate your feedback, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.